What if I told you there's a map to your body's own energy system? A system that's been part of ancient wellness for like thousands of years, but most of us don't even know it's there. Well, in this explainer, we're going to dive into the fascinating world of chakras and unlock that map together.
So let me ask you this. Have you ever just felt off? Maybe emotionally or even physically? And you just can't put your finger on why? Well, the answer could literally be in your chakras, your body's core energy centers. We're about to go on a little journey to see how understanding and, more importantly, balancing them can genuinely transform how you feel.
Okay, so before we can find that balance, we really need to understand the map. Think of this next part as your own personal guide to your inner world, a look at the invisible forces that are shaping how you feel every single day.
So the word chakra, it actually comes from Sanskrit, and it means wheel, which is just the perfect way to think about it. I want you to imagine these spinning wheels, these vortices of energy all lined up along your spine. Now, you're not going to see these on an X-ray, right? They are energetic centers, and they're vital for regulating your physical body, your emotional state, and even your spiritual well-being.
The whole system really boils down to three core ideas. First, your chakras are your body's main energy hubs. Pretty simple. Second, their big job is to regulate the flow of your life force. You might have heard it called prana or chi. And third, and this is the real key, balance is everything. When your chakras are in sync, that energy flows freely and you feel amazing. When they're out of whack, that flow gets all gummed up, and that can lead to feeling stuck or even sick.
All right, now that we've got the basics down, our journey can really begin. We're going to travel right up the spine, from the very base to the crown of your head, and we'll meet each of the 7 main energy centers and find out what they're all about. Our journey kicks off at the foundation, the root chakra, or Muladhara. It's located right at the base of your spine, and it connects us to the earth. It governs our most basic survival stuff, our sense of safety, our stability. You know that feeling of being grounded and secure in the world? Yep, that's your root chakra doing its job. Moving on up from our foundation, we hit the sacral chakra. This is the vibrant, orange center of our creativity, our emotions, our passions. And then, just above that, you've got the solar plexus. Think of this as your personal power station. It's what fuels your confidence, your self-esteem, your willpower, your sense of you in the world. Right at the very center of this whole system, we find the heart chakra. This one is so important. It's like a bridge connecting our lower, more physical chakras with our higher spiritual ones. It's the home of love, compassion, and real connection. And from there, the energy moves up to the throat chakra, which is all about communication and giving you the power to speak your truth. Our final climb takes us to the higher self. Right there on your forehead is the third eye, the center of your intuition. You know, that gut feeling, that inner knowing you can't always explain? And then, finally, at the very top of your head, we have the crown chakra. This is our direct line to the universe, to spiritual insight, to that feeling of being part of something much, much bigger. Okay, so we've got this beautiful flowing system. It sounds great, right? But what happens when that flow gets stuck? Well, life happens. Stress, tough times, old emotions. All of that can create blockages in these energy centers. And that really disrupts the harmony we've been talking about. And these blockages, they create really real-world symptoms. For example, if you're feeling super insecure or constantly worried about money, that points directly to a blocked root chakra. And if your foundation is shaky, everything above it suffers. Or maybe you struggle with getting close to people or feel emotionally distant. That could be your heart chakra calling out for help. And that fear of speaking up for yourself, a classic sign of a blocked throat chakra. See? It's a direct line from our inner energy to our outer world.
But hey, this isn't just about spotting problems. It's about finding solutions. And the best part is, you have all the power you need to clear these blockages and get your energy flowing again. So let's open up the toolkit and see how we can find that balance.
There are 4 really powerful techniques that can get you back in balance. Meditation lets you focus your mind and intention on clearing each chakra. Yoga uses specific poses and breathing exercises to physically open up these energy centers.
Sound therapy, whether it's chanting or using singing bowls, can literally retune the frequency of your chakras. And, of course, crystals can be used to amplify and direct that healing energy right where it needs to go.
Now, getting your chakras balanced is one thing, but keeping them that way is the next big step. Two key practices for this are aura cleansing and energy protection. Think of cleansing using things like sage, salt baths, or just meditation as washing away any negative gunk. And protection, like imagining a shield of light around you or carrying a grounding crystal, helps you keep your energy field strong and resilient as you go about your day.
So, we've traveled through our entire energy system, from the ground beneath our feet to our connection with the universe. We've seen how it's supposed to work, what happens when it gets blocked, and how we can get it flowing freely again. So that leaves us with one final, really important question. If your energy tells a story, what is yours saying today? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.